Hello and welcome to Beyond the Classroom, a closer look at those here at Windermere Prep. Today I'm joined by Miss Wendy DiCarlo, high school dance teacher. How are you today?
Very good. Thank you for having me.
Well, let's start at the beginning. Tell me, where were you born?
I am born third generation in Florida. I grew up in Tampa, and my parents and my grandparents were also born in Tampa.
What was your childhood like?
I started dancing at a very early age, and I also got into modeling and acting and singing and beauty pageants and all of the things that little girls like to do.
What were your parents like?
Very supportive of everything I did. I had the childhood where my father was home every day by the time I got home from school, and we ate dinner at our family dinner table every single night and watched TV on the couch every single night. So very close family.
Well, do you have any siblings?
I have one sister who is 12 years younger than me.
What was your fondest childhood memory?
I would say in the beauty pageant circuit, my mom and I used to sit in the back dressing rooms, and all the other mothers and daughters would be fighting, and the daughters would want to eat something, and the mother would tell them, no, you're only allowed to drink water, you're going to get fat. And my mother and I would have a bucket of fried chicken and mashed potatoes and biscuits, and we would sit right in the middle and eat in front of everybody, and I loved every minute of it.
Who was your childhood hero?
It was my very first dance teacher, Miss Rosemary Agan.
Why was she your childhood hero?
She also was into dancing and beauty pageants and modeling, and she was very beautiful and always had her hair fixed nice and wore nice jewelry, and I just always looked up to her.
Where did you go to high school?
Chamberlain High School. Go Chiefs.
And what activities did you do there?
I definitely stuck everything with dance. I was the captain of the dance team, choreographed different things with the marching band. We had a gymnastics team at our school. I was in gymnastics, but primarily dance.
What was your favorite type of dance?
Definitely jazz.
Jazz. What was your favorite subject in high school?
I would have to say probably history. I liked history a lot.
And why did you like history?
Just learning new things about, America and other places. World history really fascinated me. I like to travel and I like to learn things, and so world history was a good one.
Where did you go to college?
USF in Tampa, University of South Florida.
And what was your major in college?
I got a Bachelor of Fine Arts in dance.
Well, how did you get into dancing?
2 years old, I was bumping into too many things when I learned to walk, so my parents put me in dance class, and I never stopped.
After college, what was your first job?
I started teaching dance as my first job, and I started when I was 12 years old. So I have been teaching dance for 30 years now, so it's always been dance.
Well, how did you start teaching dance?
I was such a good demonstrator when I was in elementary school. I would always help the dance teacher teach her classes, and when I turned 10, they started to let me have my first classes alone. And by the time I was 12, I was full-on teaching, most of the time teaching kids who were older.
What was your favorite aspect of teaching dance?
I think it's just a fun job to have. You get to listen to music and you get to express yourself through your body. It's a healthy occupation. And I mean, who doesn't like to dance when the music comes on?
What was your first car?
I had a 1986 Ford Escort with no power anything. There was no air conditioning, there were no power seats, power steering, power windows, and I had a tape cassette player that my dad put in.
What are your hobbies besides dance?
I like to go antique shopping and yard work. I love being outside, mowing grass and getting dirty and playing in the dirt.
What do you do in the summer when you're not teaching dance?
I like to travel, go as many places as I can afford to go and see new things and be outside as much as possible.
Well, if you could hop on a plane and go anywhere in the world, where would you go and why?
My next visit, I would like to go to Africa on a safari.
Why would you like to go to Africa?
I love animals and just being outside in the wilderness and in the jungle. I think that would be really fun.
What's your favorite animal?
Oh, a pig.
A pig?
Yeah, I want a pet pig one day.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, what's your favorite part of each day?
I would say I like the end of the day at school when the kids are starting to wind down and everybody's energy is kind of dropped down a little bit, and then you blare the music really, really loud and you try to wake everybody up again and kind of scare them. So kind of towards the end of the day.
What brought you to Windermere Prep?
I got the position through a former dance teacher in Tampa who was in New York City and ran into somebody from North Broward High School, and they told that teacher about the job, and I was contacted the next day.
Well, finally, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Still right here, teaching dance, still moving and shaking.
Well, Ms. DiCarlo, I want to thank you for taking the time to talk about your life beyond the classroom.
Thank you.